A Bodhisattva is one who postpones his or her own achievement of nirvana in order to help all sentient beings attain enlightenment. The Bodhisattva vow is a cosmic vow. Sentient beings are infinite and without number. I vow to enlighten them all. My delusions are inexhaustible. I vow to extinguish them all. The Dharma teachings, teachings of the law of the truth, are without measure. I vow to master them all. And the Buddha way is endless. I vow to follow it. The Bodhisattva vow defines the path of cosmic evolution. Once you are finished with this world system, you go to another world system and see what you can do. Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche said only when we have picked up every last piece of plastic, here we can go to the next world. This summarizes the essence of the Bodhisattva vow. In the Middle East also exists the prophetic tradition of Abraham, Moses, Christ, and finally Muhammad. The three most famous religious teachers were Buddha, Christ, and Muhammad. But the ones who most specifically started a religion were Buddha and Muhammad. Muhammad said that Islam is the true religion or the religion of submission. Islamic religion is laid out in 5 simple rules to have certainty and faith in 1. God, 2. The angels, 3. Revealed texts, 4. The messengers, and 5. The hereafter. Some people add a 6th point, which is predestination. At the first stage of his teachings, Buddha talked about nirvana, but nirvana was just extinction, so that was difficult to understand. In later Buddhist teachings are prescribed the recitation of mantras until you arrive at pure land of paradise, which is like the heaven of the monotheistic religion. Both Buddha and Muhammad gave the vision of their particular path and steps to reach the final goal. Muhammad in the Holy Quran lays out steps of prayer, salat, fasting, Ramadan, pilgrimage to Mecca if possible, Hajj, and charity, zakat. These are the requirements to be a Muslim. Likewise, Jesus advocated fasting, tithing, prayer and worship of God alone to his followers. Jesus is highly regarded in the Quran as one of God's key messengers. Buddhism and Islam represent the 2 extremes of the cosmic sky teachings. Buddhism seems to represent a plane, level, or dimension of an already evolved paranormalcy, whereas Islam represents a popular form of understanding the teachings based on the one Creator. There is no God but God. There is only one God, and Muhammad is his prophet. In the Quran and other Islamic texts, we are told of the different names and qualities of God, Allah, with phenomenal attributes. It is said that when one recites these names, that it reveals a revelation of God as an ultimate mind that is beyond even the cosmos. Buddhist teachings refer to Dharmakaya, meaning whatever thought arises, its nature is Dharmakaya, which is nothing whatsoever, yet everything arises from it. It is the same in Islam when they say that Allah has no form and the law has no form. When meditated on, much similarity arises between the Islamic teachings of the one law with its descriptions of Allah and the Dharmakaya with its formless characteristics from which everything arises. These teachings create a continuum of 2 antipodes that come together. Virtually all world religions and teachings developed at a time when knowledge of the whole earth was not yet conscious in the collective mind. For example, Buddha said the Hinayana teachings are for people hung up on rules and regulations, just as in Islam came the development of the Sharia, the laws and legislation created by people based on their interpretations of Muhammad's words, which may or may not be true. The point is that these are interpretations of teachings at a specific time. Christianity is based on Christ's teachings, though the religion itself was not invented by Christ. Then there is Orthodox Christianity and the Roman Catholic Church, as well as the Protestant Reformation in 1519 that spawned numerous Protestant sects. This was the same year as the conquest of Mexico. All of this occurred before there was a self-reflective intelligence of human beings that understood that we are all members of one earth. And if there is one earth and one mind, then we participate in the same mind. This means that all the seemingly different belief systems must stem from one source. With the awareness of the whole earth mind came further religious and spiritual teachings, particularly after the beginning of the scientific revolution in the 13th Baktun. At this point, new seeds of enlightenment were planted in the collective mind by yogis, seers, and esoteric teachers. People began to grow out of traditional forms of religion, and there emerged a resurrection of nature religions such as Wicca, New Age religions, as well as UFO religions and crop circle communities. These are signs of cosmic sky teachings implanted in the earth. All of this is part of an unfolding stage of evolution into the noosphere, the sphere of spiritual unification on earth. A quantum shift is now occurring, and soon the mind of the entire species will rapidly unify in the awareness of itself as one mind everywhere. Simultaneously, each person will retain autonomy and individuality. The collective realization that we are all participating in the same one mind will melt historical barriers of conflicting spiritual traditions. These barriers only exist because we have yet to experience the collective realization of the one mind of Earth. All cosmic sky teachings lead to the great unification of the planetary mind, and then to the anticipated ascent of the supermind. Indian seer and philosopher Sri Aurobindo was a forerunner in this realization, and was able to articulate the descent of supermind into the physical realm, and into the whole evolution of the species. After experiencing a descent of the overmind or supramind in 1926, Sri Aurobindo saw that this was the destiny of the evolution of the human species on Earth, going into higher stages or degrees in the evolution of the mind. This is the fundamental crux of the revelation of the cosmic sky teachings. There is only one mind of cosmic enlightenment throughout the universe, and we are now penetrating into that mind, the noosphere.